gotta put the beak back on the bike helmet here. If I leave it off for too long, they'll revoke my ADV license. You know what? I did wanted this because the Scorpion Evo AT950, I think is what this is called. It's a really awesome helmet. I've loved it. This is my second year running it, and it is a little bit heavy, but I don't mind that too much at all, because it's very, very comfortable inside. And it has great room for the speakers. And it's kind of cool because I wanted to check it out and see, you know, what is life like without the big beak? And I'll tell you what it's like. It's surprisingly more windy. I went out last night and I filmed a whole bunch of stuff for this video, which I'll still show you. I still got some cool stuff here to show you from that. But like, all of the audio is just janked because the wind was just too crazy, and I refuse to subject you folks to that ridiculous amount of wind noise. So I don't know what it is. I'm not a physics dude. Anyway, happy Friday if it's your Friday. I hope it is, and I hope you're looking forward to a great weekend. For me today, it is Thursday. So technically not my Friday yet, but man, I'm looking forward to it. And if it's not your Friday either, I hope that's coming for you soon. A lot of times I try at the end of every month, last Friday of every month, to do a channel update, just to, you know, give us an opportunity to kind of reconnect our timelines and just give you an opportunity to kind of get an insight into what I'm doing, you know, what I've been filming, what's coming up on the channel as far as videos are concerned. And we got a lot of cool stuff. I'd like to say that June will be a good month on the channel, that's for sure. We got a lot of really cool videos. But before I get to that too much, I do want to send you out onto the road here a little bit, because I did get an awesome invite from Island Rider Paul to go out to the bi-weekly bike night up at Summerside. So they were a whole bunch of bikes just meeting up at Cool Breeze Ice Cream and Dairy Bar. And man, oh man, it was such a pleasure. So I'll take you and hit you right back up to the road for the good footage that I did get, and to give you a look at some of those awesome bikes. I'll meet you back here when we're done. I see the ice cream shop, which is something in Summerside that is incredibly popular. I don't know how many like ice cream, like, you know, frosty treats there are around here, but there are many. There are many. I'm glad somebody else showed up with a dirty bike. Although I tried to clean mine up as much as possible.
It looks like I ride more options I never walk. Right on.
Hey man, how's it going?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Very fine thresholds. Cleaning it down. Whoops.
I like these though, man. I want to get a KLR.
Yeah, I'm loving the bike. It's got the same seating as the Goldwing head that I sold. It's got the same seating position.
So Lance, this is your Africa Twin, man. You're taking it off to New Hampshire. What do you think of that?
Oh, New Hampshire is my favorite place to be on a bike. It's got, I call it the asphalt roller coaster. So this time I'm about to go off-road in New Hampshire, which is going to be quite different to me.
Very awesome, man. Do you got any cool like routes planned, or you got any like?
My favorite is the Hurricane Mountain Pass. You can actually get air at 60 kilometers per hour as you come over.
Oh.
Daryl videotaped me the last time.
with the Goldwing.
Oh, with the Goldwing.
With the Goldwing, yeah.
You're like that guy who's got that Goldwing all kitted out for the MX track, right?
It was fun.
Well, man, good.
Again, on something more reasonable.
Yeah. Well, good luck on your adventure, man.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a blast.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, same.
I only have 5 or 6 miles.
this thing from Quad Lock is an anti-vibration thing. It's supposed to reduce vibrations on your phone as you have it mounted on the Quad Lock. And that works for a lot of people, I'm assuming. It doesn't work for me. If anything, my phone, this rattles the bejesus out of my phone. Like it's on the, like before I had it mounted up onto that like little dash there from Chrono Parts, and it was pretty firm. Like, I mean, when I'm starting up the bike and I'm like warming it up, it's kind of vibrating. But this, I'm like riding and it's just like, it's all over the place. So I don't know. I'm sure it works for some people. I'm sure that Quad Lock has like a ton of like data to back up that this is better for your phone. But for me, it's not the right vibe. Oh, geez. Yeah, so that was great. Thanks again, Paul, for that invite out to, you know, to bike night. It was so awesome to see some bikes. I see a lot of those bikes on Facebook, you know, and pictures and things like that. And it was so cool to see some of those up front, like that old school one, right? The paint job, I can't really, the video doesn't really show up, but the paint job on that and the pipes on that and the wrap on the pipes, it's just so like, so raw. It's so aggressive. I loved it. It was my favorite bike there, oddly enough. But there were so many really, really cool, so many tight, aggressive street bikes. That three-wheeled Can-Am Riker, so cool. Anyway, that's enough me gushing over a bunch of bikes I don't own and wish I did. But let's go over some channel update business. What am I up to right now? I'm dodging SUVs, basically, is what I'm up to right now. Holy smokes, I had a near miss, a big one. I almost got big time. I was coming out of the, I was coming down my road, and I was just heading to work like regular commute, and I could see this black SUV. Like, it wasn't really like, it's a back road, like, you know, there was just like a T basically, right? He was sitting there, and then I spotted him from about 100 meters up, and then I just started, you know, zeroing in on him and being like, okay, I'm gonna watch you now. And then the wheels started turning, and I'm like 50 meters out from this vehicle, and it's slowly, the slowest it could possibly move, coming out right in front of me. And I'm like, I cannot believe this. It almost stopped in my lane. Anyway, both brakes, big grab, scoot right around the side. I used the extra space from that road intersection to, you know what, it's hard to describe, but like I could feel the thing whoosh past me, man. It was so close. I'll throw you up my detailed artist rendition of it to give you a little bit of a diagram. But anyway, that's what I'm up to right now. Plus I'm doing a lot of riding, and I have been doing a lot of riding recently. Before everything got super dry, you know, me and Brandon were able to hit the trails really good. And I actually went onto the Radile ATV trail system too, and that was super fun. It was a great opportunity to test out a lot of really cool new motocross sort of trail gear, if you will. So like one of my big complaints about being on the trail is that it's just so hot. Like we'll get out there and I'll be in my full like riding gear and I'll be just sweating. So I went and got this, and it's awesome. It is a Thor Guardian roost deflector. And I got the idea from Hugo, my buddy in New Brunswick there, who does a lot of enduro racing and stuff like that. And I saw that he had the nice like bicep protectors on it with like the shoulder pads, and then it has a really good front chest protector, and the back is even better. It's really comfy. I really like it a lot. It was super comfortable on the trail, and it was super like cool as well. And I was able to have a nice backpack on it too. So yeah, needless to say, we got some trail riding coming up for you here in June. But me and Brandon get together again. We head back to Fort Augustus, back up to the area where we had that mud season. You know, and I'll try to show you the area on the map here. I'll try to throw a map up to show you kind of where we were. But yeah, in that zone, I needed a little bit backup because I thought it was going to be really bad. So Brandon came along. We found a really cool new trail, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. And of course, we'll show you the Radile ATV trail as well too this year. Do you like the maps, by the way? It was something I kind of picked up from our trip series last season. And I think it's kind of cool. I think it kind of ties the video a little bit in to give you a little bit of perspective on where I am in Prince Edward Island. So I've been trying to include that a little bit more. I'm going to continue to do that. I think it's fun. I think it looks and adds a little bit of neatness to the videos. But overall, I think that's really cool. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm up to. That's a little bit of what you can expect to have coming up on the video. So a few other little changes to the channel and the kind of way that we were doing things. I'm trying to do shorter videos. I don't know how well that works. For me, I've always like been, you know, shortening the videos has always been contentious within myself. You know, because for me, I feel like the ride is as long as the ride is, you know? And for me, what I try to do is I try to capture the vibe on the bike and the adventure and try to give you an opportunity to be in the same kind of presence of mind and same space and same adventure that I'm going through in real time. And part of, for me, what that means is that, you know, the video is as long as it needs to be to accomplish that goal. But I've been finding that there's ways for me to kind of trim things down a little bit because, you know, everybody's on a schedule. Plus, it turns around the editing time a little bit faster, which means I don't need to distance ourselves too far apart anymore. Now, before, sometimes I'll be months ahead of, you know, you guys on the videos, but now I'm trying to condense that a little bit, trying to bring us a little bit closer. Of course, that's all going to go out the window once we get into the big trip series, is that's going to be like, oh man, that'll probably be like 15 episodes this year, maybe. So that'll stretch you out way in advance, way in advance. But I'm doing that, and I'm throwing up some shorts every once in a while, some short videos. So part of the process of me editing videos for Island ADV is I usually create like a last time on Island ADV kind of thing. So in the process of doing that too, I create really good content for shorts. So I'm gonna try to keep to it. Every time I upload a video, there'll be a little short. So if you can't watch the video all right away, you just want the highlight reel, you can just click that, check it out. Maybe that will lead you to want to see more. But anyway, that's all like YouTube editing, video, logistic business. It's not the most interesting kind of stuff in the world, but you know, it's some behind the scenes stuff. Overall, Silver Fox is running great so far this season. It's been an amazing season so far, but it's been dry, super dry. Out there right now, we're into the 30 degrees in like early June. That's crazy. And I can believe it or not, like earlier last week, we were in the single digits as far as temperature is concerned. And that just means that everything is just so dry. And to the folks out there in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick who are battling against the wildfires that are just raging right now, you know, I want to let you know my heart's with you. And I hope that you're safe. And please know that despite the fact that things have, you know, kind of locked us out of the forest a little bit, locked us away from riding and enjoying the trails, that will open up again soon. Just like Fiona hit us here in PEI and really ravaged all of our trails and routes, you know what? It's going to bounce back. It always does. You know, nature is perseveres, and so do we as adventurers. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there for you. That's pretty much what's going on, and that's pretty much what's been happening with me and what's going on with the channel lately. So I hope if you're out there riding, please ride safe. And if you're struggling for something to do while the trails open up where you're at, you know, maybe enjoy a good movie, maybe relax a little bit, or maybe appreciate the asphalt a little bit. I sure did last night and had a blast. Anyway, until the next time we meet, Island Riders, take care.